My name is Jessica Daters, and I'm a former patient of Dr. Huang. I've been a swimmer since I was 5 or 6. I swam on club teams all through elementary school and middle school and high school. And in high school, I swam for my high school team as well. But when I was about 14, I started having shoulder troubles. And I would go to physical therapy, and things got better for a little bit, and then just progressively got worse to the point that I couldn't complete an entire practice anymore. I remember swimming a 500 free in a meet once, and it just being the most miserable thing of my life because I couldn't get my arms to keep going. And so I told my mom at this point, I think something's really wrong. And so we finally got an MRI and realized that I had partially torn both of my rotator cuffs. So when I figured this out, it was the beginning of my junior year high school season, and I was the captain of my swim team. And I remember the day that I heard the news, I just had probably the best practice that I'd had in years, and I was so excited for the season, really wanted to go to state with my team. But I knew what torn rotator cuff means. That meant surgery, and it meant that I would probably be out for all of that season. And so we met with the doctors and were recommended to Dr. Huang. And he was just incredible. He believed that I could get back into the water, where I had, other people telling me that I would probably be better off picking a different sport. And so I went ahead and had the surgeries. I had one in November and then one in February, right in the middle of the season. But I would still go to practice with my arm in a sling and watch the other girls and try to help out as much as I could. I got to go to all the meets still, but it was really hard to have to sit on the sidelines and watch my teammates competing as I wanted to compete. But thankfully, by the end of the season, right before I had my second surgery, so I still had one good arm, and the other one was moderately recovered, I convinced my coach to enter me into the 50 freestyle at our district championship meet. And the nice thing about freestyle is that you don't actually have to swim with your arms. You can pretty much do anything you want as long as you don't touch the bottom of the pool or the lane lines. You just have to get from one end to the other. And so I practiced a dive where I didn't need my hands, and I just practiced kicking with my arms at my sides, and was able to beat a couple people and help my team out. So that was a really cool way to end that season, when I thought that, there may be a chance that I would never swim again. And then I was able to come back and swim that summer with my club team, and then swim my senior year with my high school team, and kind of realize all those dreams that I had for state that I had to put on the back burner for my junior year. And at the end of my senior year of that season, I made state with a relay team, which was one of the coolest experiences because we knew that Missy Franklin was going to be there. And so we got to go and experience this state meet with this great Olympic swimmer. I also, at the end of that season, was able to swim the 100 fly, which had always been my stroke, but again, I was worried that I may never swim it again. I wasn't allowed to practice it, but I again convinced my coach to enter me into it at that district meet that I had swam the 50 free at the previous year. And I ended up getting first place, beat all the girls on my team and all the other teams, which is really cool. And just kind of convinced myself that I could still be the great swimmer that I wanted to be when I found out that I had torn my rotator cuffs. And so it was a really nice way to finish everything off and top it all off.